What's up, everybody? It's me, at True Star Screamer, and we are here with yet another G.I. Joe Classified Series review, otherwise known as hitting those boxes that are on that bookcase and getting them open. Once again, if you caught me from my Kamakura review, I'll probably have a tag floating around here somewhere, you guys would know that I've got a hell of a backlog on these guys, so we're gonna kind of start working our way through these. I've mentioned it before, usually on the Figure Action podcast every Thursday at 9 p.m. that I got a whole lot of toys to get through. And if you guys want to join me on this journey of going through my backlog, then of course, hit that subscribe button, give me a like, put a comment down below of what you want to see. I collect a little bit of everything, so if you guys want to know, if you guys want to see something, you guys want my 2 cents on something, just ask. I may have that sucker floating around here. But forget about this. We want to talk about these guys. This 3-pack was definitely a very exciting thing. I remember when it was announced a while ago. I actually didn't think it was going to be coming out until April, if you saw the way the pre-order notice was going. I put a pre-order on Amazon and an order on Hasbro Pulse. And then they, once again, just decided to show. I didn't mean to get 2 packs, but sometimes, you know, things get canceled, so I wanted to hedge my bets. This set looks awesome. I am very excited. I mean, we all know the Vipers were one of the first figures that we were all kind of fighting to get. So I was very excited. Not only were we getting an army builder pack, but also with the officer, but a whole lot of stuff. I mean, we got weapons, we got effects. I'm actually very excited of getting this set going. But before I do, holy heck, is this box art not awesome? I'm saving at least one of these boxes, and this art is being preserved. Hands down, this is probably, of all the G.I. Joe stuff, my favorite box art to date. But enough about boxes. We aren't here to talk about boxes. We're here to talk about toys. So let's get this guy open. So straight out of the package, we get our 3 Vipers, and again, this is the environmentally safe stuff. Got twisty ties, tape, and this lovely cardboard coffin, which once again, I really don't mind. I actually think this is much sturdier than plastic packaging to prevent crinkling. You know, or if the box getting crushed, this will protect my figures. So this, very happy. And the weapons and gear is in another one of these tubes. So we'll go ahead and get this open. I'm kind of thankful I stopped biting my nails. Seriously, how much stuff was in this? Okay, that was it. Cool. So, package, cardboard. Alright, we're going to edit this out, and we're going to see what all this stuff is and how it all looks together. Okay, confession time. I've never opened up my Vipers, so this is my first time actually handling these guys. As always, they're things I like. They're things I'm not the biggest fan of. I'll go ahead and say it. I'm not a fan of the detents or the ratchets in the ankles. It makes them very hard to stand. That being said, I like a whole lot of the rest. These guys, of course, were very sought after back in the day, and I can absolutely see why. Let's talk about some of the accessories. I've broken up the accessory packs for everything. First one I want to talk about, well, first thing I want to mention is they come in plain wrapped paper, not the little Cobra G.I. Joe stuff like Kamakura and the Ninjas did. Not a bad thing at all. Just I thought it was a little tight. Next, let's talk about these guys. We get a lot of weapon effects. Some of these, like this I know was with Black Widow, it just wasn't painted. I believe this guy was with War Machine, again, not painted. And then a whole lot of new ones that I really hope we get to see in the future. Some that connect together. I mean, this is... There we go there. I mean, this is Mezco level. And I say that in all the right ways. Like, I'm very, very pleased with this. They're painted great. They look great. So this makes me thrilled. If you have... you're doing these packs here, this is absolutely the type of bonuses I love to have, though I, of course, would love to see this everywhere. Also, in the small pack, we get goggles for everybody. All three sets get a pair of motorcycle goggles. Gold for the leader, though, honestly, come on. He's already got a face helmet. Why does he need the goggles? I mean, they look cool, but I'm overthinking. Everybody gets a pistol. Leader gets a painted pistol. Leader also gets a suppressor. Then we get the weapons. I get 2 pulse rifles here. I believe these came in with the regular Viper. We also have a smaller machine gun. All these are not painted. A little bit of dry brushing would do some wonders, but I'm really not complaining. And then also 2 specialty weapons. Kind of like your AR style rifle, which I know does not stand for assault rifle, I think it's and one with an undercarriage grenade launcher. Awesome. So if you already got the regular troop builder ones, you can still give these guys some specialized weapons. I'm thrilled. Backpacks for everybody. Blue and red. Love the paint. And a gray and gold. So everybody has plenty of gear, plenty of toys. This set is leaving nothing for want. So let's gear these guys up and see how it looks. Now here we have them all weaponed out. I took a few creative liberties. One thing I want to point out, that suppressor is actually meant for the gun here. Though I think you probably could use it on the pistol or any of the other weapons, but just to give an idea, that I believe is how it's all intended to go. I gave this Viper both the pulse rifles to kind of make him look like the Berserker guy. I mean, who knows, these are actually pulse rifles, though they do have clips. So if there's a recoil going on, this guy has the wrists of a god, or he's going to be regretting life in a little bit. And yeah, this guy's looking cool. Well, I will say, while the goggles look cool, my gosh, these are a pain in the tail. They kept wanting to slip off. So that's how they look all decked out. Let's go over the articulation. Spoiler, there is not going to be a size comparison on this video. It's probably long enough as is, so keep that in mind. And I think we're going to work with the commander for our articulation breakdown. So going over the basics. This is actually, well, first of all, paint on this guy. We've got the gold Cobra symbol on here. Of course, the helmet is obvious on there. On the other Vipers, it's red. We've got gray here. Paint breakdown's about the same. I haven't run it to see if it was inverted or not. This is a peg. This does have pins. One thing I did not mention on my Kamakura review is that he was pinless. But these guys are pinned. The way it is done with the color of the plastic, it is not that bad on the Commander. I will say on the regular Viper, when we look at the inside of the thighs, yeah, the blue pegs are not the best for that. Do kind of stick out on there, so just gotta be objective. But these are fine here, it's fine in there, just kind of stick out on there, like a Spider-Man figure. We do have our thigh swivel, double jointed knees. I mentioned before the detents. The angle on those are a little weird. We do have our drop down hips, allow him to kick out, not all the way through. bicep swivel, double jointed elbow. The forearm guard does restrict movement, same with the wrist does kind of wrist swivels and does have an in and out, but again, this forearm guard restricts things. Speaking of restricting, ab crunch, almost none due to the heavy duty vest. I don't see any way of removing said vest from him. Scarf, I'm gonna go ahead and take these off because they pop off. Head on a ball joint. If you look at the scarf here, there is skin under here. That's kind of neat. So there is flesh there. So if you do pop this head off and, oh, I don't know, put a selfie series head on there, if the skin tones match, you can show it. If they don't, you got the scarf. But that does, you cannot look up very well. Can't look down very well. Waist swivel. I can't tell if there's a butterfly. It looks like there's a butterfly in there, but again, due to the vest, really can't take advantage of it. So he's got all the gear. I mean, he's got all the gear, but that gear kind of holds him back. So this is a visually great looking figure, but as a poser and all, this guy is definitely not going to be doing too many of the crazy ninja poses. So keep that in mind. But again, when having them all just kind of standing on there like troops, they look pretty good. As I mentioned before, though, it's kind of a challenge just finding a static stance to get them to stand in, because things just want to move in places they shouldn't be wanting to go. So, got him there. Now, while I'm not doing any major size comparisons, I do happen to have the coil bike here, which he does look very good with. I've actually picked up a couple coil bikes, and I think the Vipers look great on them. And since they can hold their weapons, they'll work as a handlebar hand. In conclusion, let's talk what we have. Let's talk value. I mean, visually, this looks great. If you were unable to get any Vipers before, you know, they kept getting sold out for you from other scalpers, other collectors, because Lord knows I had trouble finding the two that I got previously. Get this pack. These guys look great. The Viper figure itself, as you can see, is not flawless. It has its challenges. Come on, stay there. I am trying to say why we should own you or not. You know what? I'm gonna leave that there. That is probably one of my #1 complaints, these stupid goggles. I don't have the goggles on him. I don't have the goggles on him. They pop off. This pack is currently going for $85 on Amazon. That is like $27 a figure. Now, you get a lot for that figure. They've got a lot of paint. They've got a lot of accessories. They've got a lot of weapons. They got the effects. I gave this guy both guns just for my little OCD of I like my classified guys having everything. So I can do that. A lot of the complaints I had with Kamakura, I don't have with this. But the Viper mold itself does have its own set of issues. Still, it's a great troop building pack. I find the value in it. I think this is worth it. Again, personally, you get yourself a perfect squad. Again, I bought 2. Heck, the box I thought was great, the shipping was great, the presentation was great. And when I finally one day get that G.I. Joe display on the shelf, these will look absolutely awesome with it. These, I know, are going to be photo gold, and now by having 2 packs of these, I've got 2 sets of this stuff. So yeah. I personally think if you're collecting classifieds, you should get at least 1 set of these. I hate to say it, not just for the squad leader, but again, just to bolster your ranks of Cobra Troopers. And I'm kind of curious if a selfie series is going to work on this guy. We will find that, hopefully, in the next couple weeks. So once again, if you like this video, please give it a like, hit that subscribe button, leave me a comment. If you want to see more Joe stuff, let me know. If you want to see other stuff, let me know. And until next time, take care. Peace.